Hello everybody, welcome to another Trace Parks video. This is not a gaming video. I just kind of wanted to make this video because I did a series a long time ago. Well, yeah, 3 years ago. It was a while ago. Called My Wrestling Figures. And I showcased all my wrestling figures. Well, not all of them. I only did 4 episodes and then I quit. But I have a lot more. I haven't shown all of them yet. It made me think of when I was looking back on that, and yes, before I even continue, I am in a onesie. I am in my little comfy thingy, so don't judge me. It's 10 o'clock at night, so, yeah. Anyways, I came up with this idea, so I'm a wrestling fan, of course, as everyone who watches my videos, or has heard me talk about it in real life, that I am a fan of wrestling. I mean, I made a Minecraft arena. I made a wrestling arena in Minecraft. Well, I'm working on it, but I still made a ring in Minecraft. For the last 6 years, I have been making created wrestlers and shows and stuff like that, championships and everything, on my Trey Park Gaming channel, which is on the side. If you go on my channel, on the right side of the channel, on the computer, you'll see it. On the phone, it'll be on the channels tab and it'll be there. If you click on that, you'll see all the episodes of the shows that I've done and the show that I'm currently doing. I thought today would be a cool thing to try out where I show you some of the people that I've made. Not all of them, because there's probably a lot of episodes of me showing them. But this one we're probably going to show like maybe 5 or 10 maybe. We're going to do that, and I thought that'd be a cool little series. I have a lot of I'm going to do it on my PlayStation 4 for my RLCW show. But I have them on my Xbox 360, PlayStation, PS2. I have them on a lot. I have a lot of created wrestlers on a lot of things. So I'm going to be showing all of them across all of those things. We're just going to start with this one because there's a lot. There's a lot of people on here. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this is... Yeah, you can tell there's a lot of people. Well, there's only 8 on the screen right now. But if I just scroll up... and look at all these people. Most of them are real wrestlers. Well, not most of them, but some of them are. So I'm just doing my best here. But a lot of them are ones that I've made up. So I picked I think I picked 7 of them to talk about. So first on my list, let me pull them up really quick. Okay, so this is Bobby Evans. I have had this game 2K19 for about 2 years now, yeah, it's been almost 2 years now, and that's how long I've been making people on this game. So Bobby Evans right here, as you can tell, he has I can zoom in here, the bird, falcon looking, phoenix looking thing on his trunks, and then his last name is on the back. Pretty simple. Bobby Evans was a little bit bigger when I first made him, like weight wise. You can tell 225 pounds. But he was, so there's like 4 people that I made in this game originally. And it was Justin Watkins, who you're going to see earlier on. His name is not Justin Watkins anymore, but, you know. Derek Strong, who I don't have on the game anymore because of the way that I run my show and everything. Todd Bender, who I don't have on my thing anymore. Or was it Todd? No, it wasn't Todd Bender. Todd Bender's somebody else, and I'll probably talk... I don't even know if I'll talk about him because I don't have him on the game anymore. But there will be a list of people I don't have anymore, and I'll show them on the screen in another video. But Thomas Eric and this guy, Bobby Evans, these are the first 4 guys that I created in the game. And I made up all their names. I didn't generate, well, except for the Justin guy, but the rest of them I did not generate, really. I don't think I did. They are completely made by me. And I wanted this game because it had the random feature, and I thought it'd be cool to kind of make some wrestlers with some random outfits. Before, he had an outfit that was really, out there and different. You'll probably see it on the screen whenever I'm talking about it, but... he had a singlet and everything, and he looked a lot bigger. He was not a lot heavier, but a little bit heavier. Him and those 3 guys, I don't have that on video, but they 4 faced each other for the world title that I made. Those were the first 4 guys that I ever made, and they faced off for the title, and he won. He won. He's technically the first ever world champion that I had in this game. So that was pretty cool. And when I started that, I was a senior in high school, so that was like a couple years ago, like I said. But he's changed a lot. The outfit that he wore before this was like, it had claws on it, and it had his last name on the back. And that was when he lost like 10 pounds. Like, he lost like a bunch of weight after he moved to the second show on or second brand on my show. He lost weight, and like, he lost weight after he won that belt, basically, pretty much. So, and then this is his attire now. I made this attire not too long ago, actually. I figured out you could map the logos to make them go across most of the tights or the trunks, and I thought this looked cool, and so I kept it, and yeah. So I actually filmed a video today. He debuted that outfit today on the show, so that was pretty cool. Check that out. But yeah, that's Bobby Evans. Okay, so our second person on the list is Chris James. This is Chris James. As you can tell, he's got Cody. If you watch wrestling, he's got Cody Rhodes' logo on his thing. I did not know that until later, so don't scrutinize me. I thought it looked cool, so I wanted to use it. But Chris James was a character that I had made up his name. I was literally in Canton, Georgia, because I live in Georgia, in the mall, in a shoe store, and I just came up with the name Chris James. He was initially in a tag team with a guy named Dion Owens, who I'll probably talk about later, and he was a tag team champion at one point, like a long time ago. And they split up, the team split up, and now he's a singles wrestler, and now he's a two or three-time NXT champion. Not WWE NXT champion, but the RLCW NXT champion, 2-time NXT champion. He's right now in a feud with Roman Reigns, which I think is hilarious, but he's came a long way. I will say that. But yeah, his name just kind of popped in my head. I made up him in junk. This is him all the way around. Red, white, and blue because he's all American. It's the whole character, the whole gimmick there. Not too much to see here. You probably saw what he looked like previously, but yeah, he looked back then. He still wore a singlet, but it was a different singlet though, and he looked completely different. So yeah, this is Chris James, the All-American Outlaw. Okay, so our next guy is a very tall dude. That's not his name, but he's a very tall guy. This is Elias Bryer, also known as Justin Watkins, also known as Bane. He is many names, and he was many characters. There was so many outfits and so many character changes that I did for him. It was ridiculous. But I think this has kind of worked. He's kind of just a big old Bray Wyatt. Just like a 6'10" Bray Wyatt. But this guy was the very first guy that I created in this game, as you can tell. Yeah, big evil looking dude. But he was the first guy that I ever created in this game. And so that was pretty cool. He has not won a single championship, and he's 6'10". He's a behemoth of a guy, and he still hasn't won anything. But he's still here, so that's a good thing. The name, I made it up in my head. I wanted to name a guy Elias because I thought that was a cool name, and plus the wrestler who's named Elias that's a cool name. So I've always wanted to name a guy that, and so I just gave it to him. And Bryer because of briar patches. Like, I live in the South, so there's a lot of those, like thorn bushes, stuff like that. And I thought it just sounded cool with it, so I just put it together, and you get Elias Bryer. So, yeah, there's the man of many names, Elias Bryer. Okay, so our fourth person on this list is one of the best wrestlers, in my opinion, that I have on the whole entire roster of my show. Yet, he's only won the minor title, and he's never won a world championship. But he's won the United States title 4 times, so that's why he's the greatest, in my opinion. He's done a lot. This is John Freeman. Now, when I first came up with the characters, you can tell he's very plain. Business pants, business shoes, long hair, just simple stuff, you know. But when he goes to the ring, he wears that suit, as you can see right there. But his character at first was supposed to be a preacher, John Freeman. He's supposed to be a free man because of Jesus. That's basically what I was trying to get at. But when I did it, I don't know what made me change my mind, but I didn't like see it. Like I couldn't see what I was going for, I guess. So I just called him the businessman, and so he's just now known as the businessman John Freeman. He's done a lot of stuff in the stuff that I've done, like he's won the Money in the Bank. He was the first person to win that. He was a finalist in the tournament that I do every year. So, and he didn't win though, but still he was in the finals for that. He's in my Hall of Fame for this, and so he's a pretty great wrestler, I think. Yeah, John Freeman, pretty bland guy. Not much more to say about him. So that's John Freeman. Okay, now it's time for another big guy. Well, by looking at him you can tell, but down there it says 230 pounds, which I don't know how he's 230 pounds. But you know, hey, you might look big and you weigh small. Some people's bodies are different. This next guy is JT Douglas. This man has went through a couple of changes. He was the former leader of a faction called the Union that literally went nowhere, if you ask me. And basically, when that group broke up, which was not too long ago, I turned him into black and white. Yeah. Pretty simple looking. It's black and white, everything. He was green and yellow, as you saw in the clip before. He is black and white now. He's an evil man. I actually downloaded a created wrestler off the Community Creations named Jacob Thorne, who, I mean, if you play wrestling games as much as I do, and you get created people, you might know who that is. But I took him and I turned him into JT Douglas. Jacob Thorne, I put JT, and then I just made up Douglas, and so JT Douglas was the name that I came up with. He's a big guy. He is a former world champion, by the way. That's a good fun fact. He's a former world champion. Not much else about him. He's just a big guy. It's JT Douglas. Okay, so this one's a funny one. I made this character up in April when Corona was a big thing. Or it still is a big thing, but I mean like when it was like everything was shut down at this point. So, as you can tell, he has a shirt that says Jump. And you're probably wondering, why does it look like that? It's because I have a shirt in my closet that looks just like that. And it was a track shirt that I had. And the pants are because those are my work pants in my closet. And I literally just tried to make a version of the outfit that I was wearing at the moment into Jumpman. This is Jumpman. Great name. Awesome. Creativity. I couldn't think of anything else, but Jumpman it's a great one. Just basic, guy. Cruiserweight, small guy, flies everywhere. Got the black afro going on. Looks like my hair. Not now, but when I was younger. Like when I was in elementary school or middle school. When my hair was flat. And it's a black afro. That one is. But mine's like still an afro, but it's brown. Brown afro. But yeah, he hasn't done much. He's probably going to be deleted at some point because he's not doing so well right now at the moment. And wrestling wise, he's lost like 5 matches and he's only won like 1, so it's great. But yeah, Jumpman, I thought it was a funny story. I made it up on my trampoline. Most of the characters that I come up with are on my trampoline when I go out there on my trampoline sometimes. Yeah, that's basically pretty much it. It's Jumpman. Okay, so I can't forget the ladies. Yes, I do make women wrestlers. I don't just make guy wrestlers. I make women wrestlers. So last but not least, we have Michaela. This is the first name that popped in my head. And here she is. She's here, in all of her glory. I didn't really do anything with her attire. I honestly just hit the random button and it gave me this, And I made Michaela. That's what I do with most of the women wrestlers that I have on my show or on my that I make on this game. I randomly make their attires, just hit the random button, and that's pretty much it. Unless I have a specific character that I want to get across that's a woman, then there you go. That's how I do it. There's not much on her. She was the second, I think, the second girl that I made on this game, and along with Alyssa Stone, but Alyssa Stone is not on the game anymore because of her not doing so great in wrestling, even though she was a women's champion. She's been a women's champion before too, but you know, what do I know? But that's Michaela. Yeah. So that's it. That's the only ones I'm gonna show off today. But that's why there's gonna be more, because there's a lot of people that I've made so far. To be honest, there's a lot of people that I've made so far across all gaming platforms and stuff. So you'll get to see those in this series of mine. But that's gonna be it. If you like this video, leave a like down below. Comment if you want to see more videos like these, or what game I should play next, or what video I should do. And subscribe to the Trey Sparks channel. My name is Trey Sparks. I'll see you guys in the next Trey Sparks video. Bye-bye.